have some brunch fun. So stick around with us. We're just going to take you with us. It's basically just a day in the life. And that's about it. Okay, bye. Guys, they still have Sherpas. Oh my Lanta. And they're only $10. I came to get some like tights for my legs. Alright guys, so I got these. Hopefully these do the trick. My Uber is here to pick me up. My Uber needs to clean their car.
Hello, are you Evelyn?
I am.
Hi, I'm your Uber driver today.
Let me see. Oh my Lanta. That looks so good. Oh. What?
That's not what I meant.
What was it for?
For them to see.
Aww. That's good. That's really good.
That was funny.
Cheers. Cheers.
Bubbly.
Tasty. That's a good mimosa, guys. Hi, friends. Hi. You'll be on the vlog. Yes, we're vlogging. Okay. What do you want a shot of?
Let's do something like low-key,
Like a Vegas bomb, Jameson pickleback.
Oh no, not pickleback. Either with
Buttery nipple. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Okay, we'll do some buttery nipple.
Yeah, because it's kind of like eggnog,
Yes.
Christmas spirit, creamy.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll have one of those.
You know what I mean? It's for the holidays. Do it for the holidays.
Lily, you have to introduce yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm Leslie.
Oh, the guys went to go get us some food.
Yeah.
They're very kind, very sweet. They want to go get us some food.
But I've always been, and always will be,
Yes,
Evelyn's other half in 20. Thank you so much.
Exhibit A.
Thank you so much.
Not the boobs, but the sweater.
I'll be getting some soon too.
I don't think they know that yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't want to expose
Little
you.
the cheese man, Lord.
I already asked Julio for his approval and he said yes.
Oh yes, baby. Yes.
You know, you don't know how people feel about it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, what do you think about it? It was like, your body.
Exactly.
So I was like, thank you so much.
So
you don't disapprove.
exactly. So for those of you that do not know, I did get a breast augmentation almost. What year is this? 3 years. Almost 3 years ago. If you would like me to talk more about that, please let me know. I'd be happy to do that for you. I can answer all of your questions. And then we need to get our shot.
Oh yeah, we haven't ordered.
I have a great doctor, great surgeon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be going to him soon too.
Yes.
Because
He's wonderful.
per her recommendation.
Exactly. I think they think that we're technically talking to ourselves, but
It's fine. It's 2018, people. Get it together.
Oh, I guess we can answer some breast augmentation questions. Number one question I always get is how much does it cost?
Tinkle.
It's about $5,000. But that's actually a great price.
Yes. I mean, to be honest, that's pretty cheap.
And now this is normal. We decided on a lemon drop shot. We are at Legacy Food.
What?
We are at Legacy Food Hall, and they are limited on liquor, beverages. So that is what they have, and that's what we're gonna take.
I feel like I look weird because
Oh yes.
I normally
not-
always curl my
Yeah.
hair, and I left my curl at Julio's house,
Look at
so
this.
therefore I had to straighten it. And I haven't straightened my hair in like over 3 years.
Really?
Yeah, I always curl
That's
it.
awesome.
Yeah.
So your hair isn't damaged or anything like that. That's awesome. Okay, back to our question. Our
Oh, yeah, breast
questions.
augmentation.
Breast augmentation.
It costs-
It costs about $5,000, but if you go to a really good doctor, for the most part, you get your implants insured. And then if anything ever happens to them, then you would only have to pay for the surgery itself, not the augmentation to get it replaced. Let's see, what else?
And since you've gotten them, isn't there like a new option now that's called like gummy bears?
Yes. So I think, to be honest, I don't exactly know which one I have, because at the time whenever I got them 3 years ago, there was either a silicone or a saline option. And I got the one that feels realistic. The guys are coming back.
How do I change it?
I don't know. Hi. Thank you. Stop doing that. Thank you for getting us food.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Where's my drink though?
Oh. Awkward. Awkward. Julio, say hi.
Now y'all gonna make me hungry. That's not even fair.
Okay, so you completely failed. No, I'm just kidding. Because they came back before we took these.
Literally was like, I was trying, and as soon as I saw
I
the
know.
video, but I was like, don't let it be
This
there.
was
Oh, yeah.
You
Thank
got
you,
shots.
Caleb.
Us and Caleb
okay.
are in the zone over here.
Okay, so just so we're clear, we were gonna take shots of Patron, and then I said if we're gonna take shots of Patron, then
We have to wait for Brian.
Yes, then we have to wait for Brian. But these are lemon drops, and I'm not sure if you want one of these or not. Do you want one of these? No, Julio. No. Do you want a shot of lemon drop?
Do you want a shot of
Who
Patron?
do you think is paying for these?
Correct. Okay, but so we talked to Caleb. They don't even have. They do have Jameson. They don't have pickle juice. They are very limited on what they have. What did we ask for first?
Oh, we wanted buttery nipples.
We wanted buttery nipples.
But they
Why
didn't
would
have
you want
that.
butter on your nipples?
Because it's the holidays?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, this is funny.
Did y'all see that? She sent me on a food run, and I asked for one drink. She gets 2 shots, food, and I don't get a drink.
We'll ask Caleb for another one. We didn't think y'all were
Oh wait,
gonna be
that's
back.
yours.
What? Yes.
Oh.
Because mine's not working.
Yeah, hers is not working.
So we use.
So I'm gonna send
Okay.
this to her.
Cheers, baby. This is a lemon drop.
Oh, that's kind of a lot.
Yes, that's a lot.
Yeah. Same time.
Yes, exactly. That's yummy. And the guys got us pizza. I say pizza like pizza. Caleb.
Try, guys. I tried.
No, those were delicious. May he have another tequila orange juice, please?
Thank you.
Thank you. Pizza. Let me see yours. Pizza.
We probably
We're gonna go find a place to sit so we can answer your questions.
Yeah. The place we wanted to, I think, is like
Under construction or something.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. very Christmassy. Happy holidays.
Roger is a natural born
Yes,
vlogger.
yes, baby.
Okay, so that.
On that side?
Yeah. So the game's a little loud. So we can do one of these seats. We can do one of those.
Let's do one of these because they're higher, no? What do you want to do?
That's fine. It's a little colder. Actually, I don't know why.
Whatever you want, baby.
With me. So
What did you grab? Okay.
this is my tripod.
Do it for the grab.
Okay, so what haven't we answered yet? We've answered how much it costs, which we said it's about $5,000. And then, what else did we answer?
About the new option, which is like a gummy bear option.
gummy bear
which is
option.
like supposedly more natural, but I'm not yet.
Yes, and like I said, I don't know which one I remember if I got saline or silicone, but I got, at that time, I got the one that was like the most natural feeling. Not necessarily the most natural looking, but most natural feeling. And I guess I might be able to figure out which one I have.
You should have.
But what else? Maybe.
Oh, the most important question for me, I know, was can you still breastfeed after you have
Yes.
breast implants?
Okay, so whenever I went to my first consultation, which honestly, like, I got my surgery like this. I went to my consultation a week before my surgery. And this is why I like my doctor so much, is because my older sister is a doctor. And whenever I first kind of brought up the idea to my family, I asked my older sister, like, hey, what do you think about this? This is something that I really want to do. And she was like, that's totally fine with me, but let me find you your doctor. And she's the one that found me my doctor, and that's why I trust him so much, is because my older sister, who is an MD, found him. But so during my consultation, and I was like, I was probably maybe 22 or 23 at the time. I said, hey, you know, whenever I have kids, I would like to breastfeed. That's an option that I want to keep open. So, like, what do I do, or what are the pros and cons to having breast augmentation? Like, can I still do it? And he said yes, like, of course, you can still breastfeed. And I believe, and I don't know this for certain, I believe that you get the implant over the muscle. I think you get the implant over the muscle to be able to breastfeed. But I mean, this was 3 years ago. I'm not really sure what the science or what the studies show now, but I think 3 years ago I did get my implant over the muscle, and at that point that was the best option. And I do have a 10-month-old right now, and I was able to breastfeed him for, well, I decided to quit at 7.5 months, so I was more than able to breastfeed him. I had a great supply and everything like that, so I think I picked the best option to be able to breastfeed.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you have other questions?
I know that was the most important one for me, just because I wanted to keep that option open. And
Yeah.
if I do have kids and I wanted to breastfeed, I didn't want that to be.
That's definitely something that you need to ask your doctors, or
Yeah.
make sure that your doctors know that you want the option to be able to breastfeed,
Yeah.
because it does change, like, the surgery and procedure that they do.
Yeah. My second one would be just the one who would feel more natural, just because I wouldn't want, I know it's TMI, but like your partner, I didn't want it to be so noticeable,
Yeah.
obviously. So you
Yeah.
want the most natural feeling.
Yeah.
But I don't know with this new option about the gummy thing. I don't know if that's even better. I
I
have no
think
idea.
it might actually be the gummy.
But
that
I don't know
feels-
if that has the same option as breastfeeding has. So
Yeah,
we need
that's
to do
true.
a research.
So you kind of need to check and see what is like your top priority. Is like looking natural type priority, feeling natural type priority, or being able to breastfeed labor top priority, because each one might have their like pros and cons to which one is best depending on what your top priority is.
Yep.
Um,
And how long was recovery for?
Okay, so I took a whole week off from work, and I still needed a few more days.
And what type of work did you do at the time?
Okay, so I was a manager for a rental car company, but it required me to do a little bit of labor. Like I still had to be able to like something as simple as being able to close a door, being able to close a trunk, I wasn't able to do. So like simple things like that I was not able to do. And so like I said, my recovery time, I took 7 days off from work, but I still needed a little bit more time. Like I probably should have had maybe 3 or 4 days after that. Everyone's recovery time might be a little bit different, but I had a very unique situation. I had one of my best friends, was somebody different watch me every single day. So I had somebody lined up for every single day that I needed help. One thing that you need to take into consideration is the fact that you will not be able to sleep comfortably. Like you'll have to be able to sleep on your back for a very long time until like you're healed. And then you're not going to be able to, like I said, do like everyday movements. Like something as simple as like doing this would really hurt, or like raising my hand would really hurt. But I feel like for sure after 2 weeks you should be feeling a lot better, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be like in full recovery. I was very drugged up for like the first week and a half. Like they give you very strong medications. I think I even honestly threw up like a few of the, like
Because
a few
of the
days after.
medications?
Like a few days after.
Was it like hydrocodone?
I think it was. What else? There's actually some very funny videos that my best friend Courtney took of like me trying to do like day-to-day things like going out to eat or like eating ice cream, and I was like putting it all over myself because I was falling asleep at how like drugged I was. That was funny, but I think if you're able to do this, at least have like a week and a half off, because you're gonna need as much recovery time as possible.
Alright. And how long did it take for you to feel, or for them to feel natural? You know what I mean? Like more, how did it?
More like yours.
Yeah. Like you didn't have to worry about the
How they looked.
incision or how they looked,
Yeah.
if they were swollen.
I honestly think it takes longer than 6 months for them to feel more like yours and not like something that was put into your body, because if I remember correctly, you weren't able to like go swimming or like take a bath for a really long time because you weren't able to like get your incisions like soaked.
Yeah.
And I remember that I did this or did the procedure, and then I had like a bachelor party to go to like 2 months later, and I wasn't able to like get into the pool or do anything
Vegas,
like that.
right?
Yeah, I went to Vegas. And even then, guys, they look like, I feel like the best way for me to describe the way that your boobs look after, you know, they're new is like a female bodybuilder. You know how
Yeah,
their
they
pecs,
look huge.
yes, how their pecs look, and they
Yeah.
just look like bulky and like, yes, like bulky and square. They
Yes.
like your boobs are not gonna look natural and normal for at least a year.
Like worn in. Yeah. I mean, that's the best way to
Yeah,
put it.
worn in.
Yeah, because at that time I remember seeing pictures of you and they
Yeah.
looked huge. I mean,
Yes, and they just look
and
like.
this is just me because I know Evelyn since middle school, and we've been almost
Yeah.
the same size since then.
Yeah.
And so I noticed the change immediately. I was like, damn, girl.
yeah. No, so I was.
Where do I get those?
So guys, I was a negative egg. Like it literally looked.
I mean, we both are. I mean, I'm still. I still.
I
am.
look like a negative
I'll get there,
egg.
guys. I'll get there, guys.
But so I feel like if you take, you know, a syringe, if you take a syringe and you know how you like suck things out, I feel like if somebody would have put a syringe into my boob and sucked it out, like I was like concaved because I was so negative, and it just felt like hard as bricks. Like anytime I went like this, it just felt like because it was like so hard. But yeah, I was like negative boob. I didn't have anything. And then, so right now, if I would go to Victoria's Secret, which you need to understand, and they will tell you, your doctors will tell you this, if you go to Victoria's Secret will make you look bigger than what you are. They just do.
Yeah.
So in a Victoria's Secret bra, I am considered a 32D. And your doctors will also tell you that it's not about the size. It's about how you feel, how you look, If you want, I mean, it's all about how you really want to look after. I didn't want to look super top heavy, and before I had Brayden, I didn't look super top heavy, but I'm very happy with my look. I'm very happy with the way everything came out. And like I said, in Victoria's Secret size, I'm about a 32D, but I'm really like a C, more like a C, and I'm really happy with that.
Good.
What else?
Those are all my questions.
Okay, so we talked about price, we talked about recovery, breastfeeding, which is very important, sizing. Yeah, I think they're measured in cc's, depending on like how big you get your implant. I think they're measured in cc's. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I got like 350 cc's.
Okay.
I'm pretty positive I got 350 cc's. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to tell me. I think Leslie kind of like sprung this on me because I wasn't ready to like talk about this on this
I need to
video.
know the details. I'm trying to get this done within the next year. Thank you so much.
But people who know me in person, personally, have always asked me questions about breast augmentation, and I am more than happy to tell you about my experience because here's the thing, guys. I'm not... Oh, excuse me. I know a lot of people are against plastic surgery. I am not against plastic surgery. I don't think that plastic surgery is bad. I know a lot of people think that plastic surgery is like, oh, you don't feel good about yourself and you want to change the way that you are. You should love yourself, blah, 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 blah. Well, here's the thing, guys. I was very insecure with the way I looked. And even especially whenever I was like intimate with like my partner, I was very insecure with the way I looked. And like I remember like I would hate taking my shirt off because like I just didn't want them to see the true me. You know what I mean?
And I think that's a real thing for every woman.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
Speaking for myself, because I am in the itty bitty titty committee. Okay. No, but that is a real thing. Like you want to feel comfortable with yourself. You want to feel confident, especially when you're with your partner.
Yep.
In that action, it's just like you want to feel your best.
Exactly.
If you don't, then if there's a way to improve it, then so be it.
Why not?
You know, if you have that opportunity to.
Exactly. And like it was, I think the idea came into my head like this, and I did it like this. Like it was less than a month from whenever I was like, I should get breast augmentation. I'm doing it, you know, like it just happened so fast. And thankfully I was able to do that. You know, thankfully I had the like financial means to be able to do that. But I don't think it's bad. I don't think plastic surgery is bad. I don't think that anybody should see plastic surgery as like a negative thing because, I mean, it's 2018, let's be honest, you know, like you're able to better yourself and if it's able to like, you know, make you feel better about yourself, why not? You know, I still love myself.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I love myself a little bit more because of the plastic surgery, but it just made me more self-confident. And I don't think there is anything wrong with that, you know? Like, I am very confident with my body now. I'm very confident by the way I look. Would I get other plastic surgeries? I honestly don't think that I would. I think, you know, breast augmentation was like my first and only plastic surgery, but like I'm not the type of person that keep getting plastic surgery to be able to look like somebody else that I want to look like instead of myself. I think it was just maybe, what's a good word for it?
It's just more of building yourself up and not necessarily looking like someone else.
Exactly. I'm not changing who I am. I'm just bettering myself. That's the way I see it. Yeah. One other thing that I want to talk about, financing. There are financing options to plastic surgery, breast augmentation. I went the... what is it called? Care credit. Yeah. I think I went the care credit route, which is essentially a credit card for like plastic surgery, procedures,
or medical needs.
Medical needs, essentially. So I think even dentists take care credit.
Yes.
So just
any medical places take care credit.
Yeah, more than likely they do. 99% of the time they take care credit. So it's just a line of credit that you can open to be able to get your surgery. But anesthesia is not covered under care credit. You will have to pay for that out of pocket, which I think mine was like $550 for the anesthesia. And then the rest of my procedure was under the care credit, and then I just paid that off monthly. But I mean, it's very easy for you to get a plastic surgery done as long as you're able to be approved and apply for the care credit. What else? Sounds good. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this video. I do want to spend the day without being able to like film or vlog or anything like that. I think it's important for you to be able to like step away from social media and just enjoy the moment. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll have another video up for you this week. But thank you guys. Bye.
Jungle.